Okay, welcome and let's have another game of whoops. Something got happened there. Okay, we got Russian Morphy. Russian Morphy from Latvia. Very interesting opponent name. Paul Morphy, as you all may or may not know, was one of the all-time great chess players who really set the stage alight for chess to follow. This is a picture of Paul Morphy. Here we see our opponent has a tremendous puzzle rush, 3 minutes 41. That's that's incredible. So we're gonna have a work cut out for us in terms of the tactical skill of our opponent. Yeah, already got a pretty good opening, I would say, going on for the opponent. And now the queen trade offer, which we probably shouldn't take. Maybe this is an annoying square to put the queen. He's going to have an excellent bishop, but he can't get away so easily either. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about this knight move, but let's try to do something from here. I'm not sure exactly what. But yeah, now he can play this because he has checkmate threat immediately after. And we don't have any terrific way against it, so we're gonna invest in a move like this. And now ask him to rethink about what his plan is going to be. Because this idea has been taken off the table, more or less. His knight being in the corner. Hey, is this. Okay. I think we'll go for this line here. So this is the line I was talking about. I gave up this pawn and he gave up that pawn, but I do get good chances, possibly. I have to be a bit vigilant here. You don't want to get this queen activated. This queen getting activated can cause a lot of problems, especially if she manages to get here. It'll always be difficult for me to release this bishop and therefore also the rook. So I'm going to prioritize piece development rather than going for a pawn here. And this also, let's face it, probably makes my king even more vulnerable. So let's try to get our bishop here. He will have an excellent knight outpost, actually. That's not going to be easy to handle. Seems very much like a king back position. So let's just do that. Against a player of his caliber and his tactical skill, I would probably seek to keep things on an even keel, play within the Nash equilibrium bounds, don't try to be too spicy, because this guy can handle spice really well. And he's got an excellent knight outpost, as we were referring to earlier. But let's challenge the open file. Doesn't appear to be any tactical complications available for him just yet. Because here's where he would love to go. And we could also interpose. I think that's a bit better. I have to think about it. I think it's okay. We'll be able to handle the isolated pawn, should it come to that. We don't want to give him an entry, okay? This guy's a tactical genius. We got to respect that. Play against the opponent, not the game. Play the player, not the game. I'm joking. You should almost always play the game, but sometimes you make a few adjustments in your style of play depending on who you're playing against. Overall, it's a very balanced position. I have an outside passed pawn. I mean, it's not passed yet, but it has potential to become a passed pawn. I also have a good time situation relative to him. He's going for glory, and I think now we're gonna see that he's a little bit vulnerable when it comes to high class tactics, because he's got too few seconds left. He can't just weasel and diesel it all day long. So we're going to keep the queens on the board, because now I'm fairly confident I can handle the tactical tension, but my opponent, I don't believe, can handle it as well, because he's maybe a bit too, what's the word? A bit too, trying to do too well with the tactics. And we've got him under a little bit of a time crunch here, but not much. Just gonna stay good on the clock, stay healthy on the clock. Easier said than done. I made a blunder here, but okay. Now we can settle into the end game, and probably limit that move. Keep opposition. Okay, let's open up the possibility of the end game. I think, I don't know exactly how good this battle is, but I will have a check on him, and the check is golden, or it's not golden enough in this case, it seems. So we're going to have to try to take a pawn and now get the queen traded off. Or we go for the draw. Well, it can't be a draw anymore. Now we're probably going to win the game, but there's plenty of work to be done. A lot of checks can be done, but this pawn should make it all the way to the top in due course. Ah, shit. Yeah. Oh no! That's lame.